Giants 6, Wigan Warriors 48 in a game that was very similar to the one at the Jungle. The Warriors are a team, aren't they? What a performance, especially in the second half by Matt Pete's men. It started terribly for him, didn't it? That Liam Byrne yellow card, one of the quickest probably in Super League history. Terrible look though. Essen Masters putting his hands up for 10 minutes. Let the referees referee the game. Coaches, have a word with your players. We're not football. We need to cut that out of the game. And Essen weren't putting his 10 fingers up, was he? When he went for 10 later in the game. Cut that out. Not acceptable. Not acceptable at all. What a brilliant first try by Liam Marshall. There were some really good tries in this game. The Marshall one to start off, you can't be giving him the ball there. Crossfield kick, in it goes to Marshall. Marshall says, I'll have a little bit of that. Off he goes down the field of play. Nagama, baby, back in the old days, perhaps would have got himself, would have caught him a bit more pace, but Liam Marshall, off he goes. Don't forget, Liam Marshall in conversation is out this coming Wednesday, 8 p.m. on YouTube and on our podcast as well. The Liam Marshall in conversation one, not to be missed. That one's coming up this weekend. I have to say, Elliot Wallace is a contender though for one of the tries of the game. What a try from Elliot Wallace. Sets off down the left-hand side. It took some scoring. I mean, let's be fair, the dummy on field was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And then, of course, he goes past Marshall. He gives Marshall the little bit of a tiptoe and around he goes. Beautiful stuff from Elliot Wallace. I think it's been a great pickup for the Huddersfield Giants, but that was as good as this game got for Huddersfield. Bevan French getting the first of two tries for him just before the break, 12-6 at half time. And then, of course, Wigan run riot in the second half. I mean, they really are a fit quality side, aren't they? French was brilliant in this game, absolutely brilliant. He had his thumbprints over everything, especially in the second half. He's out the back door ball for Cruz Leeming. Oh, yes, that's what we're talking about. Worth the entry money, that one, wasn't it? Oh, you can watch that type of skill every day of the week and twice on a Saturday. Of course, this was on a Saturday. Again, Marshall, he took his tries really well. I thought his second very, very nice as well. In fact, actually, Marshall took all of his tries well. One of them a really good team move as well, wasn't it? Down the middle. It went through French, it went through Field, it went through Wardle. It finds its way to Marshall. Absolutely outstanding try, that one from Liam Marshall. I've already mentioned the Cruz Leeming try. I thought, the Bevan French, his second one, fantastic stuff. The Field French combination. We saw that so many times, didn't we, in 2023? Here it was in 2024. Field, going left, then pulling back to the right. And then a wonderful ball, perfectly timed into Bevan French. Over he goes, outstanding. Huddersfield, attitude-wise, not good in that second half. Yes, Wigan was superb, absolutely superb, unplayable almost, especially Bevan French. But what for me compounded the misery for the Huddersfield Giants was the way in which they behaved prior to the Miskey try. That ain't good. It's not a good look. Field catches the ball. They think it's in his in goal. He almost trots as if to say it is me, and then off he goes. And you think, come on, you've got to be switched on. You've got to be switched on. The defensive line was all over the place at that point. Wigan, Bevan French said in his post-match interview he was relieved that he got the ankle tap, but eventually it ends up with Miskey, and over they go again. 48 points to 6. That ain't great reading if you're a Huddersfield Giants fan, especially this side of the semi-final against Warrington. What's the bet? They go now and beat Warrington Wolves at the totally wicked stadium and get to Wembley. Will we get a repeat of the 2022 Challenge Cup final? There's a question for you. Of course, that is a possibility. Don't worry about that. But, Wigan Warriors in this game, quite simply superb. Huddersfield just didn't stand up to him at all. Not a single one of their forwards got over 100 metres in this one. Pretty poor when you consider that Thompson, 112 from him. Cade Ellis, 153 from him. That was a great knock. Cade Ellis had a really good game. Very close to getting him in to be 3-2-1. I thought Cade Ellis was really, really solid in this game. 19 tackles in D as well. Playing well out of loose forward. Just took a lot of people by surprise, that, didn't it? When Cade Ellis was given the number 13 shirt. But to be fair to him, he's been playing it really, really well. So congratulations to him. Liam Fowler, 112 metres from him. And Sember only got 85, but I've just thought his touches were quality again. Really, really impressed with Junior and Sember. We keep touting him here at Super League Rovers and NRL prospect, and I think there's no doubt about that. He is going to be electric. Can't wait to just see him continue his progression. Very talented player indeed. Wigan, let's be fair, they've got that game in hand. Yeah, they're looking a champion team. Everybody expects. I mentioned this to Liam Fowler in conversation. With that roster, they have to be thinking grand finals. They have to be thinking trebles, quite frankly. It's that good a squad, isn't it? And this was a performance of quality, absolute quality. Dare I say, one of their best outings of the season so far. This was a statement win and it was a belter. Congratulations to Matt Peat and his men. As for Ian Watson, he'll be disappointed. You know, the Giants, you know, again, flattered to deceive. One week they're great, the next week they're terrible. They've got to get better at that if they're going to hold on to a top 6 position. Lear on the rise. You know, they're in that pack of, you know, they're in the Leeds, Salford mold at the moment. Those type of teams at the minute, they just can't seem to get a run together. They keep turning up and producing performances of, dare I say it, mediocre standard, and that's going to potentially kick them in the teeth come the latter ends of the rounds. I do think, though, that Adam Clune deserves. I mentioned, I thought Clune played for the full 80, and I'm really impressed with Clune. You know, he for me, he's played really well this year for the Giants, and he deserves credit. He deserves a lot of credit, as does Essen Masters with another 143 metres. Right, let's get into the 3-2-1. Come on. Obvious, absolutely obvious. Has to be Bevan French. What a performance from Bevan French. Incredible. 2 tries, 2 assists. His 2 tries were quality. His 2 assists were quality. 7 tackle busts, 3 clean breaks on the day, 16 carries, 209 metres. Simply, you know, I'm humbled by the performance. Incredible Bevan French. 2 to Marshall, hat-trick. I thought he played really well. 244 metres, 16 carries from him, 4 tackle busts on the day, 2 clean breaks. I think Marshall, with his hat-trick, fully deserves of 2 points. And Jai Field, yeah, that's it. I'm giving it all to the backs on this one. I think the backs were outstanding. Field, probably his best performance of the season thus far. 2 really nice assists from Field. He was at it in this one. He was running again. Only 91 metres, but 91 metres that really were, you know, solid and created space for his teammates. So really like Field's performance in this one. Like I say, Cadell is very, very close to getting that 1 point over Field. Do you agree with that? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. The quiz night is tonight. The way in which you can join the quiz is in the comments. Go into the comments, book your tickets, join us. Do you know your rugby league? Do you know your rugby league? Well, come and put it to the test with a Super League Raw membership. Come on, come and have a great night of rugby league with us tonight, this Monday, as we celebrate the great game of rugby league and our community. We come together for our second quiz night. It's going to be happening. Make sure you check that one out. And don't forget, Liam Marshall's In Conversation is coming on Wednesday. The Wigan Warriors, quite simply, the team to beat in 2024. Huddersfield Giants 6, Wigan Warriors 48. Wow. See you next time.